afternoon, boys and girls, and welcome to another episode of Billy's Kitchen. Today we're going to make some volume pumpkin overnight oats. That's right, this is for all you volume eaters out there. I know you're out there and I know you love to dig into a big bowl of something with very few calories. Well, this recipe is for you. This is what you're going to need. You're going to need some oatmeal. This is just quick oats. You don't need old-fashioned oats. Quick oats will do just fine. We have some 0-calorie sweetener. This is a generic blend of Splenda. We have our fat-free Greek yogurt. I like to use ffgy. It's one of my favorite. Very thick. We have some canned pumpkin. You can use Libby's. This is just Meyer brand pure pumpkin. We have guar gum. This actually thickens things up nicely. This is by Now Foods. I have a liquid egg white substitute. You could use any brand. We have some sugar-free, fat-free vanilla pudding mix. This is a generic brand again. I like to save money. I'm cheap. This is Dymatize XT Vanilla Whey. You can use any blend. It will work just nicely. First thing we're going to do is make sure you have a nice large microwave-safe bowl. You want it large enough so your oats do not boil over in the microwave. Alright, we're going to turn it on here and we're going to get 15 grams dry weight of oats. A very small amount, but it will thicken up nicely, trust me. And there we go, we got 15 grams. Now, you're going to pour in your water. You got to make sure that you use quite a bit of water. Helps add the volume here. So we're going to go, I would say, about a good 3/4 of an inch to an inch over your oats. It's going to look super watery, but trust me, it'll come out just fine. Now we're going to pop this in the microwave for about 6 to 8 minutes. I'm going to throw these in there for 7 minutes here. Now when your oats are cooking, they should be boiling over a little. That's totally normal. Just make sure that they don't boil over all over the place, because when that happens, I know I get pretty pissed off. I don't want you to get pissed off. I want your oats to look great. So put them in there for about 7 minutes or so. Keep an eye on it. Obviously it'll vary from microwave to microwave, but just make sure that they don't spill everywhere and you get pissed off. Cool? Alright, so the oats are out of the microwave. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some egg whites here. Alright, so we're going to add 30 grams of liquid egg whites to our mixture. Boom. You're going to take your spoon and mix it up. It's still going to be extremely watery, guys. This is totally normal. Give it a nice stir here. Then we're going to pop it back in the microwave. Yep, I said it. It's going back in the microwave. You're going to cook it for about 2 to 3 more minutes. You want it to really start to bubble up. Be very careful. This dish is going to be very hot. But 2 to 3 more minutes in the microwave. Make sure it bubbles up pretty high, and then you can shut it off and let it cool down. So that's the next step. Alright guys, so the oats just came out of the microwave for round 2. They puffed up a little. They're still going to be very watery. Like I said, that's totally normal, so don't be worried or concerned. Next thing we're going to do is add our wet ingredients and then our protein powder and guar gum and whatnot. So let's start off with the Greek yogurt. We're going to get 200 grams here. The oats are still going to be hot. Don't worry, it's not going to ruin anything. Putting Greek yogurt in hot oats, you'll be alright. Trust me, you won't die from it. God, I love how thick ffgy is. This stuff's awesome. Almost there, guys. Yeah, a little too much. And there we go. Right on the nose. So you're going to stir that up. Alright, be careful not to spill. It's going to want to go over the sides, but stir it up nicely until it's nice and blended. And if you smell it right now, it's going to smell awful. It's just cooked oats and Greek yogurt. I would not recommend eating this like this. Probably be disgusting. Alright, we're good. That's in there. Next step. We're going to measure out 100 grams of pumpkin. still going to be very thin, but you're going to notice that it's already starting to thicken up at this point. So you're going to make sure that it's all orange and as uniform as possible in composition. And yeah, that looks good. Now I already got my dry ingredients measured out. What I have here is 30 grams of Dimetize XT, which is very close to 1 scoop. I have 4 or 5 grams of Splenda, I can't remember. 6 grams of sugar-free pudding mix, which is 3/4 of a serving. And 2 servings of the guar gum, because that's really going to help thicken it up. Now you're going to add this in and start mixing. And at this point, some of you may actually have to add a little bit of water. But if it's still watery, if you're like, dude, Bill totally lied, he's an idiot, this is watery, it's going to thicken up, trust me. Once it starts to cool off a bit, it's really going to get nice and thick, and you may even have to add more water at that point, which will give you more volume in turn. So, like I said, for you volume eaters, this is the meal for you. So make sure everything is stirred up nice and evenly. You really want to get it all the way mixed in. Then what you're going to do is you're going to pop this in the fridge uncovered. Do not cover it yet because the heat will totally screw everything up. You want to pop it in there uncovered for probably about, I don't know, I would say at least an hour, maybe 2 hours before you cover it. And at that point you can kind of check it out and see how thick it is and see if you'd like to add more water or if you'd like to leave it how it is. But I mean, this bowl is pretty much full at this point, and it's a pretty large bowl. Now you might be asking yourself, what do? Do I just eat it like this? Well, if any of you have seen any of my food pictures, you know my junk bowls. This is typically one of the bases I use for it. So I mean, you could add cereal, peanut butter, melted peanut butter, cookies, Pop-Tarts, fruit, a steak sandwich if you're feeling a little risky. You could add anything to this, and it's usually pretty good. So anyways, guys, that's the overnight oatmeal. Give it a shot. Comment in the comment box below. Let me know how you liked it. I think in the description box I'll leave the macro breakdown for this particular version that I put in there. So until next time, this is Billy's Kitchen. Stay full, brothers.